Now to the controversy surrounding a Vancouver police officer's uniform. A photo of the officer wearing a patch that isn't part of the uniform has gone viral. Many are calling it inappropriate. And as CTV's Isabella Zaffarisi reports, the officer has been told to remove it.
Sean Orr had a feeling that posting this photo to social media would cause a reaction.
So I decided to put it out there, and as it's been happening recently, it kind of blew up.
Blowing up with tens of thousands of interactions. The photo shows a Vancouver police officer wearing an Israeli flag that appears to be altered on his uniform with a diagonal line. The VPD responding, saying the patch is not an approved part of its uniform and the officer has been directed to remove it. Orr says it raises concerns about police objectivity.
There has been issues raised about the impartiality of the Vancouver police, especially in the recent election. I brought up concerns around the Vancouver Police Union endorsing political candidates.
One SFU criminology professor agrees, saying it's not appropriate and that it can have an impact on public perception.
It's not necessary and it's inflammatory, and it needs to be dealt with promptly by the police service involved.
While it's not clear what the bottom half of the patch shows, and VPD wouldn't clarify, one far-right researcher says a skull is sometimes added to the patch and has been used among neo-Nazi groups in the U.S.
So I've seen this particular patch before. We saw it painted on the shields of protesters at the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville in 2017.
According to the VPD's Regulations and Procedures Manual, members shall not make any modification to their issue uniform or accessories unless otherwise authorized. It's a rule the department has had to enforce, especially around wearing the controversial thin blue line patches. In its 2023 end-of-year report, the OPCC, the body that oversees policing, says it received 42 complaints from the public expressing concern with officers wearing these patches on their uniform.
It's part of a concerning trend.
Orr says he'd like to see the force comply by its own rules. Isabella Zaffarisi, CTV News, Vancouver.